This is an anchor kit. It's sold to anchor portable basketball hoops down. I was sent this kit to review for free. Normally it would cost you about $23. So it arrives in essentially a taped plastic bag, and the contents of the kit are inside of this little synthetic fabric here. So there's a storage bag that comes with it, and you get 4 of these ground anchors, and you get 2 of these nylon straps. And the idea is that you will take 2 of these on either side of your basketball, the base of the basketball system, and then you will put these straps over the top and tighten it down, and you'll do that on the front and the back. So they also come with these little guys here to keep those points from cutting through the bag here. So these guys look like they're made out of steel. It looks like it might be some type of a zinc coated steel. So they will eventually probably start corroding and rusting. But for temporary use, they should be just fine. So for attachment points, they just have essentially a wire here that has been bent and twisted around here. They have 2 spots, so it won't go up or down on you. And then this bit here is just smushed flat to go into this little ring. And these guys here have a relatively simple little grabby thing, so you can push it and move it around, or once you get it tight, when you pull on this, it locks in. So I'm not actually planning on using these for a basketball hoop. I'm going to be using these as ground anchors for inflatable ornaments. And so I'm hopeful that these guys are going to work a lot better than the inexpensive little plastic pegs that come with those ornaments, because they're an auger system. You can dig them down deep into the ground. I have sandy soil, and so you need a pretty good auger, pretty deep, to really get it to stick in very well. So I'm hopeful that this will do a lot better than the little plastic pegs. So if you're looking at it that way, you're basically paying about $5 for each of these anchors. Now you do get some straps, which may or may not be useful to you. It looks like you could simply take these straps off by going through this bit here. You basically just have to pull that thing off, and these straps come out. So you can take the straps and use them separately. This is my giant pumpkin ornament, and I've had trouble with it walking away, so I've had to keep it deflated with the wind up. But I'm hoping these ground stakes will prevent all that from happening. So my soil is pretty sandy here. I rolled that thing in. It wasn't too hard. I could do it by hand. Pulling up on that, I'm feeling it twist a little bit as I pull up, but it's not coming out. So, just the foot or so in the soil there is doing a decent amount of pressure. And when you have something pulling on this, I don't think it's going to have kind of that twisting motion, because it's not coming straight up. It's going off to the side. Because this little loop is hooked in a ring, I can twist this guy around, and I can go in and out while this guy twists around it. So you can put this in or out without necessarily unhooking that guy. So for this guy here, I had to tie him to the fence, so he's not really facing the direction I'd like him to be facing. So I'm hoping I can use one of these anchors kind of down off over here to get him at a more of a 45-degree angle. That guy's doing a good job of holding that thing in place there. So now I have it facing the direction I want it to face, instead of just being stuck up against the fence. The only downside of this is that they do stick up above the ground, so somebody could catch themselves on that and trip. So I'll have to be marking these at night on Halloween. Alright, it's not exactly standing upright, but it's definitely visible as something you want to avoid stepping on. But if they were right next to a basketball base, that probably wouldn't be as much of an issue.